Hey, are y'all ready for Bible study? Okay, so in the end of Joshua chapter 24, the Israelites swear to Joshua. They say, "Hey, Joshua, we promise that we are not going to serve other gods. We are witnesses against ourselves that we have chosen the Lord to serve him. We are the witnesses." And it says, "The Lord our God we will serve, and his voice will we obey." Okay, this is the end of Joshua, the end of Joshua. Okay, you keep reading to Judges because the story keeps going. They immediately disobey. By they, I mean the Israelites. The Israelites immediately disobey. Immediately. Okay. So in chapter 2, it says, "And the people of Israel did what was evil in the sight of the Lord and served the Baals." They served other gods. And when you skip down to verse 15, it says, "Whenever they marched out, the hand of the Lord was against them for harm, as the Lord had warned, and the Lord had sworn to them. They were in their terrible distress." They promised. They said, "God, we not gonna serve nobody else." A page later, they already messing up. Okay, they already messing up. Then you go to chapter 3. "Now these were the nations of the Lord left to test Israel by them, that is, all in Israel who had not experienced all the wars in Canaan. It was only in order for that generation of the people of Israel might know war to teach war to those who had known it before. And these are the 5 nations." And they list the 5 nations. "They were for the testing of Israel, to know whether Israel would obey the commandments of the Lord, for he commanded their fathers by the hand of Moses." So they weren't even commanded because of Joshua. They were commanded because of Moses, the guy who died and didn't even make it to the promised land. And Joshua had to take the people to the promised land. So 2 generations ago, okay, 2 people ago, not 2 generations, 2 people ago. So the people of Israel lived among these people that they were supposed to get rid of, people that they were supposed to cast out. They lived among the Canaanites, the Hittites, the Amorites, the Perizzites, the Hivites, and the Jebusites. And their daughters they took to themselves for wives, and their own daughters they gave to their sons, and served their gods. That's why this is bad. They served their God. They did not serve Yahweh. They served those people's gods. Now you skip down to verse 8. "Therefore, the anger of the Lord was kindled against Israel, and he sold them into the land of Cushan Rishathaim, the king of Mesopotamia. And the people of Israel served there 8 years, but they cried out to the Lord. They cried out to the Lord, and the Lord raised up a deliverer for the people of Israel, who saved them, Othniel, which was Caleb's younger brother. Caleb and Joshua were ace boon coons." Okay, so Joshua's best friend's younger brother is the one who saved them. Cool, you think everything's great, except Israel does it again. "And the people of Israel again did what was evil in the sight of the Lord. And the Lord strengthened Eglon, the king of Moab, against Israel, because they had done what was evil in the sight of the Lord. He gathered all these people to himself." And then in verse 15, it says, "And the people of Israel cried out to the Lord, and the Lord raised up for them a deliverer, Ehud, the son of Jerner, the Benjaminite, a left-handed man. The people of Israel sent tribute by Eglon, the son of Moab. He killed some people. They are free." Why did I read all that to you? One, when you make a promise to God, you have to keep it. You have to keep your promise that you made to the Lord, because the Lord warned them. If you don't do this, you will be exiled. And if you keep reading Judges, if you keep reading First Kings, Second Kings, if you keep reading, the Israelites keep serving other gods. And you know what he keeps doing? Saving them. If they cry out and they get themselves together, he comes to save them. Y'all, you don't have to be like the Israelites. You can learn on the first time. Yes, God is a God of grace. Yes, God is a God of mercy. But we don't know the consequences of the actions of the people of Israel, because they kept serving other gods. He kept sending a deliverer, the final deliverer being Jesus. He kept sending a deliverer for them. He kept doing it, but they kept turning to other gods. So as I was reading this, I was praying for myself. I said, God, I don't want to keep choosing other gods above you. I don't want to keep having to cry out for a deliverer. I want to stay in the promised land. I want to stay in the place that you have given me. I don't want to be like the Israelites. Y'all don't be like the Israelites. If you make a promise to God, keep that promise so you can stay in your promised land. Talk to you later.